Hi, today we're going to do a rebuild of CPU A13 and also rebuild the EPROM and maybe the NAND. Then the second part we'll do a rebuild of the baseband CPU and the Wi-Fi module. So first thing we do is to lower the temperature of the pads on the CPU by wicking, not by wicking, by going over the pads with a low melt solder and a lot of flux to change the temperature to a lower temperature solder. After that, we clean the pads and start wicking. Now we're ready to wick the pads. Use a lot of flux, of course, and very gentle pressure on the wick, solder wick. The more flux you have, the easier it gets. Just make sure when you place the soldering iron tip, give it a few seconds to heat up, and then you start wicking. Again, reapply flux as needed. You start from the inside and go outside to the perimeter. The pads inside have duplicates or triplicates, sometimes more. So if you lose a pad, there will be another pad that is similar to it. But on the perimeter of the CPU, all the pads are unique, so you have to make sure the pads are there, and otherwise the CPU will not work properly. I use two different width solder wick. Now clean it and prepare it for reballing. Make sure all the sides are clear from the underfill, otherwise alignment, the CPU alignment will not work properly. So just make sure sides are all clean. It's magnetic stencil. You need to use a non-magnetic spatula applicator. use the tweezer with little pressure, keep the stencil sticking to the CPU, do a lower half then the upper half, then apply the heat, again doing the same thing, very low speed airflow. Since it is low melt, you can go down to 280 to 70. You may also add a little bit more flux, just in case some of the balls are not sticking to the pads, and reflow. Just apply some more hot air on it to reposition the pads if they are slightly out. Next step is to remove the EPROM and reball it. It's very critical not to lose the EPROM and not to damage it, because if it's damaged, the swap will never work. The NAND here is like it was removed previously, so don't need to do anything else. Okay, working on the EPROM now. Very low airflow. Wick it and then reball it gently. Okay, now the second part is the baseband CPU and the Wi-Fi module. Preheat to 180 on the heating pad, and then use hot air with 350. Remove the Wi-Fi module first, and then the CPU, baseband CPU. It moves out. Removal will be very easy and quick, and less damage to the modules. The Wi-Fi, you can just wick the pads with low melt. Just go over them with a ball of solder, low melt solder. That should be enough. You don't even need to reball it. CPU needs some work to clean. Low melt first with a ball of solder. Clean it with alcohol. Then put it on the heating pad. Here I'm cleaning the heating pad because it has lots of sticky stuff. Yeah, I forgot to remove the underfill from the sides. Now just need to remove the underfill, remaining ones. Should be ready for reballing. This is one ball that was not created, so just fill the hole and with solder paste, we apply heat, ready to go. There's some balls that did not stick to the pad, so I'm recreating the balls, and yeah, it's two of them, I think. Yes. So reballing the whole thing, just I'll put the single ball on each pad and reheat it. Yeah. Then we're done, almost. The second one. Yeah. And the last one I had to redo. It was too big, so to recreate the ball and then solder it on the pad. Done.